Hey folks, this is Vince with Ads Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to replay Sanctum. This game supports 2 to 4 players. It's for ages 12 and up, and the average playtime is 60 to 100 minutes. However, it's worth mentioning that we are going to attempt the solo game today. There's no solo mode in the rulebook, but I did check online and there is a solo mode. There's a PDF available for it. I believe it was created by one of the developers. So I'm going to be referring to my phone from time to time because I have the rules and the setup here. Not a whole lot has changed, but there are a couple of them. Rather than read them all off to you, I'll just attempt to play the game as I think it should be played, and if I make a mistake, I apologize. And to that end, I say this every single time. If I make a mistake, I'll do my best to correct it as I see them, but my primary goal is to spread awareness, have some fun, and show off some really cool games. So let's get right down to it. Sanctum is one of those, I hesitate to use the word dungeon crawl, but it feels like one in the sense that you will get a character. There's 4 characters in the game, and they each have their own set of unique skills. There's like a red barbarian or something like that. There's some kind of blue, I guess, shadow dancer of some kind. There's figurines in the box. There's a green archer and so on. You're going to pick one of these characters and you're going to get their related skill cards. And as you defeat monsters, you can remove gems from these cards to level up. And as gems come off these, you can take them and get their benefit. And again, each character has something unique to them. I think I was either the red or the blue character last time, so I chose the brown one, which looks like some kind of rogue. I'm not sure. Has some crossbows. Looks like Van Helsing or something like that. All right, so the rules again in single player are slightly different in the sense that it's kind of treated as both a 2-player game and a 3-player game. And you're also going to choose your difficulty right out of the gate. On top are these Fury cards, which pretty much have no effect right now. Every time I rest in the single-player version of the game, I have to add so many of these top cards from this deck to the final boss deck, I think it was. And these right now do nothing. So if I keep resting and I add these cards to the final boss deck, nothing happens because they're blank. But once I start getting into these cards, then I have to actually start addressing these as well during the final battle. The difficulty is how many of these free pass cards that you get to add to the top of this deck here. For the easy mode, it's like all of them, and I think normal is like remove 8 or something like that. It's all in the online PDF should you want to check it out. But I've never played this solo mode before, so I'm going to keep all of them for right now. I have a feeling I'll be doing a lot of resting. As far as the gameplay flow, everything is sort of laid out on this guide here. You can do one of 3 things on your turn. You can move, you can fight, or you can rest. And each one has its own way of just behaving. Unlike multiplayer, you're going to only move 1 space at a time every time you move. So you're going to move up, reveal demons and all that good stuff, and just follow what the guide card said over there. You also start the game with your standard mana, I guess it is, and 3 stamina. I don't know if this is mana, but I'm going to call it. Every time I see like a globes like this, I think like Diablo action RPG game for the PC. This is like health and this is mana, but this is mana and this is stamina. You can use these on your player board to add pips to dice, to block attacks, like here's a block space here, and you have to match the color. This is a red space, so that would have to go there in order to activate it, and so on. I think this was actually part of that. Okay, so you will be able to defeat monsters as you play, and add new equipment to your character, which is kind of cool. So in addition to leveling up, you'll also be able to kite out your person here with new equipment that will overwrite these. And that's as much as I care to say right now. Again, there's a lot of little things that I probably missed, but we'll just play, have some fun, and hopefully you'll pick it up as I go. So when you first start, you're going to reveal 5 sets of 2 level 1 enemies. That's what those 2 little heads are. And off to the side that you can't see, It's just shuffled cards of level 1, and then the middle is level 2, and then level 3. These are just discard piles. So I've already just sort of pre-shuffled these and put those out. There's also an achievement board. This is also different than the 2-player game. Unlike the 2-player game, you're going to use all of these slots. At the end of every act, you are going to remove the top row and get rid of them permanently. So your goal is to complete these achievements before the end of the next act so that you don't lose these. You want to try and get as many as possible by completing these achievements here. This one is have 3 skills unlocked. This one is have 2 pairs of like red, 2 pairs of green. So 2 pairs of 2 different kinds of gems. And then this one is having so much equipment on your character that is a certain level. So the level 1 enemies are level 1, give you level 1 items. So if I have 4 level 1 items, I complete this and I also get to take that. You do not get these special achievements over here, you just leave those blank. So, okay. Let's go ahead and start. You start the game with 2 dice. I get a 3rd one if I equip equipment. Every time I take an equipment and equip it during a rest period, I have to make sure I can add a gem to it. And once I unlock this white gem, which is wild, there's red, green, and blue, but white is wild. Once I use this to equip it on something, I unlock this die to use, and I can start rolling for that as well. Why are we rolling dice, you're asking? Well, that's where these enemies come in. Let's go ahead and spawn 5 pairs of enemies. So it's going to look something like this. You just add them to the board. 1, 2, and they have to be in pairs. 3, at least according to that there. 4 and 5. Okay. So on the top left of these cards will tell you what the equipment is on the other side. One of the biggest differences between this and multiplayer is that in multiplayer, you can both level up. This up here is a red gem. So if you defeat this monster, you can move a red gem up the track. Again, and removing these from cards will unlock them. Moving them up here will allow you to use them to equip equipment. In the multiplayer, you can do that, and you can flip it over to the other side to get the equipment, whatever this is. There's a sword slot, for example. In the single-player game, you have to make a decision. You either level up, or you flip it over and look at the other side and place it here to be equipped later during a rest period. So I don't honestly know what I want at this point. Again, I think I actually lost the last time I played this with Idly. The final boss actually wrecked me pretty good. I guess I need to look at what gems I want to push up. Which of these skills do I really want to push home? And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can possibly read that. You may not be able to. I have a Poison Blade ability. And what's cool is on the reverse side of these cards, there's actually a description of some of these abilities. Like there's the potion bag. It's pretty much just an extra potion slot. You start the game with a random one. I flipped it and got a red, so that's one of my 4 potion slots, but this potion bag will give me another one. Outnumbered, you can use this skill before you gain an extra die from Explosion Potion. In the final battle, ignore Fury cards. So it's telling you how to use it. Outnumbered says, before you roll dice, activate your Rage, which is like change a die to any value that you want. You can activate it if you do not have enough dice to kill all your foes. All right, so this is a way of sort of like refreshing my rage before I roll. You can normally only refresh this after you roll. If you have any dice left over that you have not assigned and there are enemies still out there, as a consolation prize, you can flip your rage back over, and this is going to act like a wild again for the next roll, the next combat. But anywho, so outnumbered is just the way to get, I guess, rage sooner or easier. Explosive Potion is pretty much like a free die from the looks of it. It just allows me to, when I activate it, assign it to any value that I want and use it as however I want, which is kind of cool. But I have to spend a potion to do it, discard a potion. So my character is going to be trying to get a lot of potions, so then I could use this Explosive Potion. Otherwise, potions, red or blue, will remove them from your character so that you can use these particular modifiers again in the future. But the Explosive Potion is something extra that this character has. There's Quick Draw. This allows you to use a die modifying ability multiple times in your attack step. Further, Quick Draw. You can use potions even after you roll the dice. Typically, you can only use potions before you roll dice, but Quick Draw lets me use potions even after, which is kind of cool. Poison Blade. This ability applies even to 1s and 6s, and I believe, if I remember correctly, you can set 1s to 6s and 6s to 1s with that ability, which is nice. And Secret Stash. You gain an item, but you don't gain levels for it. The Secret Stash is here. Draw 3 level 3 items. Wow, that's pretty good. You may keep 1, discard the rest. Okay. And that's only for equipment. I don't get to level up with it. All right, so I know I keep saying here we go, but then I get sidetracked and end up doing something else. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit so I can actually roll some dice. And again, getting back to what I was trying to say, I need to figure out where I need to improve my character. What gems do I want to push forward? These smaller tiles just give me stamina and mana, whereas these larger ones are skills that I can put over here when they're unlocked to do these cool things. I kind of like the ability to change 1s to 6s and 6s to 1s if I need that flexibility. I like everything here. I don't know which one. This explosive potion is kind of cool, but I don't have a whole lot of potions to go with. When I rest, I'll be able to sell equipment rather than equip it in order to gain a potion. And I have a feeling I'll be doing that later, but not now. Outnumbered. Activate your rage if you do not have enough dice to... See, I'm thinking I do that because I want to be able to... I want to be able to do that when I possibly can. You can use a skill before you gain an extra die from explode in the final battle. Okay, so it just says that, but it seems like I'll be able to activate my rage even if you do not have enough dice to kill all of your foes. Okay, that's before a roll, so that'll give me extra roll when I need it. Okay, anyway, so let's go ahead and play the game. I'm going to choose out of all of these. I kind of like the green, and the only green one is this. So I'm going to go ahead and choose these two, and I'm going to add them to my monster area over here. And now, let's go ahead and take a look at the order of operations. We revealed demons, we took demons. Treasure chest is only observed when you get to the end of the path here. So now we're on a new action. I'm going to go ahead and fight these guys. Before I roll, I can pop a potion. I'm going to go ahead and roll my 2 dice, and then I'm going to modify it, block any damage, and then possibly gain items or levels, and then check achievements if I need to. So I'm going to roll these 2 dice, and this is a 3 and a 5. I got a 3 and a 3, which isn't terrible. So I'm going to assign this 3 over to this skeleton, which completely kills it. And then this 3, I have a +2 modifier right here. So I'm going to assign a blue mana here to increase this die from a 3 to a 5. That's cool. Okay, so these guys are dead. And I didn't even have to use my rage, which is great. So now I'm going to take the spoils. Let's go ahead and see what I want to do with these. Do I want to equip an equipment, or do I want to level up a blue gem and a green gem? I can also do white if I want to, but white does not count toward the achievement where you need to get 2 gems, 2 pairs of gems unlocked. I do want 1 equipped, however, because... Again, the first time I equip something, I unlock a 3rd die, and I want this 3rd die as soon as possible. So one of these, for sure, is going to be an equipment. This head slot has nothing on it right now, whereas this weapon has a +1, -1, and this is a... So I have 2 weapon slots already doing something, so I might unlock this for an equipment. I can't use it right away, and I can only use this when I rest, or equip it when I rest. So I get this Merchant's Head Wrap, which is going to turn a die to a 6 of my choice, and then this one is just a block. So I'm going to keep this up here, and I can only equip that when I rest. But every time I rest, I have to draw cards from this Fury deck here. And the number of cards I draw is equal to the number of skills that I've unlocked over here. And if you have not unlocked any, you draw 1 card. So... this guy, I'm going to move up a green one, And I kind of like this outnumbered one. So I'm going to just move this gem up like that. Although, here's the thing. I kind of want to get these up here and then maybe these before the end of the round because I'm trying to get that achievement token. I need 2 pairs of gems. So maybe I start on these and then do the level 3 stuff. So why don't I move this one up here, and that's all I'm going to do. Okay, and that one just simply goes away. All right, into the monster discard pile. Okay, so now I have a choice to make on my turn. Do I move forward? Do I fight? I can't fight because there's nothing here. Or do I rest and then equip this thing? Resting would draw 1 card from this Fury deck right now. I still think I'm in a position to where I don't need to worry about that too much. So I think what I'm going to do is move forward again. And that starts the whole move action. I have to add a pair of level 1 monsters over here. So I'm going to draw 2 cards from that deck and simply add them. Okay, and now we've got something like this. And again, I'm very tempted by this. However, this is a head slot. Actually, that's not bad. If I take this one, that's a sword, I'd have to cover up one of these 2. There's nothing here and there's nothing here. So I'm very tempted to like find equipment that has, find cards that have something like this. I think maybe Poison Blade. So maybe red cards? Maybe this pairing here. What is this? This is a 6 and a 5. Okay, let's go with that. I'm a little concerned by that, though. If I roll very low, I'm in trouble. Okay, so I'm going to take this pairing with the intent on equipping this in the future. Although I don't have a blue gem to equip that with yet, but I still want one. Maybe that was a bad idea. Should I have done this? Maybe I need to fight something else I intend to toss to move a blue one up first and then do that. Or, oh gosh. You know what? Let's do it. I'm not going to equip this sword. I think I'm going to use this sword to push up a red one anyway. Okay. All right, let's just keep these for right now. I can always try and rest later. Okay, so I'm going to do these here, 5 and 6. I'm going to now fight them. Now, I can move forward again if I want to, reveal more demons, and then add them. But these guys will continue following me until I stop to fight them. So I'm trying not to get swarmed. A 5 and a 5. That was a 5, I swear. Just fell off the board. So 5 and a 5. That's not bad. The 5 goes there. I've got a +1, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. That turns this 5 into a 6. That could not have worked out any better, and I still have not used my raid yet. Okay, well, let's see what I'm going to do with these 2 cards. Do I want to add this equipment here? Although I'd have to use the white die to unlock that. I think I use this to put Poison Blade up by 1. And that goes into the discard pile. And then this one, I may attempt to equip this, but I need another blue gem, at least 2 other blue gems. Maybe from Secret Stash, or I don't know how I'm going to do this. Because I want something here. This is empty. So I feel I'm going to take it and then try and get some blue in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this. It is a ring, and it's going to give me 1 extra mana. I think it's actually called focus, not mana. Okay, so I've got these. So now I need like white gems or blue gems in order to equip these 2 things during a rest period. All right, so I am going to move on my next action. I have to draw 2 of these monster cards, and I've got those. Okay. So the question is, which ones am I going to take? I need to push blue for sure, but I also need to get 1 more red and 1 more green up there to try and get this pair going. Okay. Decisions. Okay, that's a headpiece and a red. I kind of just want to take these 2 and try and beat them so that I can push one of these 2 off. Okay. Let's do these 2. Although these are both 3s, that's going to be a little nasty. I'm concerned because I have no more modifiers here. These are now locked. Yeah, so I still have a rage. So I'm going to go ahead and just roll and hope to get 1 3 at least. And I got 2 6s. Okay. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to spend my rage to turn a 6 into a 3. It's like a free get out of jail thing. However, I am unable to put a die on this one, and it's going to do damage to me equal to the little blood icon on the bottom of the card here, but I can block. I've got 3 of these stamina over here, and I've got a block shield there. I'm going to put that right on there and block that attack. So this one is dead, and let's go ahead and just, what am I going to do with this? I want to flip it over, but I think I'm going to use it as mana. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I think Poison Blade. I unlock that. That way I can turn 1s into 6s. And now this skill card comes off and comes over to one of these slots over here. These are shaded for the exact, like this one goes here. I don't think it really matters. It's up to you, but yeah. One thing I had to check in the rulebook, because again, it's been a while since I've played, I did have unassigned dice that I did not use. I assigned that 3 to that monster and killed it. However, this 6 I could not assign, and there's still a monster left on the table. So I get to refresh my rage, and then I can use that for the next round, not the existing one. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and move these off. And do I just fight again maybe and try and clear this one out? I think I really don't want to move forward with only 2 dice. I could try and rest. I do have another block here. This is actually 2 shields worth of block. So if I don't get a 3, then yeah, let's just see. 4 and a 5. Okay, so I have to, first of all, it's going to, well, I'm just going to spend my rage and turn this 5 into a 3. And that's it. Now, I cannot flip this. Even though I've got unassigned dice here, there are no monsters left to kill. So this remains face down. And by the way, this does not refresh during a rest action. So that's something to note. Okay, so now that I've killed this thing, let's go ahead and figure out what I want to do with it. It is a green one. I'm very tempted to... It's a helmet piece, and I've already got a helmet here. So I think I'm just going to turn that in to bring this up here. And now I'm going to check my achievements. I have 2 pairs of gems here, which is exactly what this board over here wanted. Here's a quick look at that again. So I've got this. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this. And this cannot be used until the end of the game when you're fighting the final boss. Okay, so now I'm going to move. I'm going to move up 1 space. I get to draw 2 level 2s, or 2 level 1 monsters rather. These are both boots. Okay, I still want these. I have a ring that's going here at some point, and I don't have anything, this diamond. So is there like a diamond thingy? No, no, that would be that. Okay, so this is strictly for gem movement probably. Although I want to try and get 4 pieces of equipment before the round is over. Actually 3, no, 4. Yeah, I need 4 pieces of equipment, or at least 1 level 2 and then 2 level 1s so that I can complete that achievement. And I do need some skills as well. I've got 1, but I need 2 more. So I think I really need to push blue a little bit here. Oh goodness, what am I gonna do? I think I need to push blue a bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and take one of these that have blue on it, and I don't think it matters. I do want to start getting equipment, though. I think a red equipment, maybe this chest piece, that's a helmet, actually. This is a chest over here. What are these numbers? 2 and 5, that's not terrible, but the bad thing is I just moved forward, and I got them now. Ugh. Do I fight them, or do I rest first? That's the thing. And I have no rage. I can still block 2 points worth of damage, which these 2 do. So I think I am going to attempt to fight. And even if I don't get any of them, because I don't have any rage, I'll still be able to block them, and then I'll rest. So let's go ahead and do that. And, okay, a 2 and a 5. So that gets 1 of them, but not both of them. So this one's going to die, but I have no way to turn this 3 into a 5. So he's going to hit me for 1 damage. I'm going to use actually just 1 red. Actually, I have to use both of them here, so that's double block. And that's all of my stamina and all of my focus. So I have no way to mitigate anything right now, unless I pop a potion and take one of these back, but I don't think I'm going to do that. But because there are unassigned dice, this will flip over to be used for the next round. Now, unassigned dice and unassigned monster, or still alive monster, this gets flipped over for next time. So in theory, I could just use it again, just fight again. But let's take care of this first, and then we'll figure that out. All right, so what am I doing with this? I think what I want to do, it's a sword. This is going to require, I need 2 blue, and I don't have any, I have 1 white die, but or 1 white gem for one of them. So I think what I'm going to do is turn this in and push, I think I'm going to push this up. Yeah, I'm going to push this white one up by 1. Nope, not yet. You can't have that yet. Okay, that way I can use these 2 for the blue equipment here. And then I've got 2 red and 2 green for equipment in the future. Okay, and the question is, do I fight again? Or do I rest? I think I'm going to fight. If I can get a 5, great. A 6 and a 4. I'm just going to use my rage to make the 4 into a 5. And dead. Okay, so with that, I am going to take this as a equipment. And what is it going to be? It is, it's some kind of, so it's pretty much the same thing as what I've got, except it blocks 3 damage instead of 1. But I have to assign 2 to this spot in order for that to happen. So this will come up here for later. Okay, and that, yeah, and I think that's it. All right, so I'm going to move forward, and now I'm going to spawn a level 2 monster from the deck, and it is this bad boy. He's got 2 damage, but 2 dice to assign. I think I'm going to rest now. So I'm going to go ahead and put this guy over here. I'm going to rest, and everything's sort of going to refresh itself. I'm going to restore all of this. And I don't think there's anything else there. I do have to take a number of these cards from the Fury deck and add them to the final boss. This is a wash because it's just one of these top Fury cards. I'm just going to put that off to the side for now. I only drew 1 because I only have 1 skill unlocked thus far. I also can now equip items if I want to. So I'm going to equip this helmet, which is here, I guess. And yeah, that's a helmet slot. And I have to assign a die gem to it. So I unlocked this die for the future. I'm going to assign this ring down here. And I'm going to assign this white one because it's a wild to that. That is a blue focus. So I'm going to put another focus on my blue globe. Now I've got 3 to work with if I need it. I don't have enough to assign, although purple ones on your board, like that one, and like that one, can use red or blue, which is kind of cool. And then lastly, this one here will just come on top of here, and I will put a red gem over that. All right, so we've done equipment. Now, do I want to buy potions? I can only buy potions if I have equipment that I'm not going to equip, so I can't buy potions at this time. All right, so at this point, when I revealed, I was supposed to take 1. So let's figure out what I want to take from the previous round. I'm like, why can't I fight right now? I think that is a headpiece, which I already have. This is a chest. I'm going to do weapons at this point. Also, these boots. That's kind of good. It's a green and a blue. Yeah, let's go ahead and take these 2. They're both 4s, though. Ugh. All right, well, let's go ahead and do that. And now I'm going to take the fight action. I gained these from the previous round. I just forgot to do it when I revealed this guy. Okay, so I'm going to roll 3 dice now, and let's hope 1, 2, and 2. As is typical. Okay, so let's use a blue mana, or focus, to turn a 2 into a 4. And which one do I want to do first? I think I am going to put it on the green one. Although I've got... No, I'm going to put it on the blue. I kind of want to keep this as equipment. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so these two dice, I have no way of turning these into this. This is, I can turn a die into a 6, but even still, that's not going to be helpful here. All right, so I'm going to take a damage, but I'm going to put this on my, I just put it on my helmet here. It's 1 block. It's a purple block, so that takes care of that. Okay, and now because there's an enemy left and unassigned dice, this will flip over for the next turn. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with this. Do I want to put it up here as equipment? And I think I will, because I've got 2 green gems up here, and I still need more equipment. Like, I need something here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and see what it is. Okay, so it's the same as this, except instead of needing 2 gems of any color, I just need a red gem to block there. So that goes up here until I rest. I almost equipped it. Okay, so the question is now, do I fight again? And I think I will. It's only a 4. Maybe I can get that. We'll see. A 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to change the 3 into a 4 with a +1 modifier. And now I've killed that. Although, should I have used my rate? Nah, I'll save it. Okay, so I've used that and I've killed it. And what am I going to do with this? I don't need 2 boots, so I'm going to turn this in for some mana, or level up rather. And I think I'm going to push this up by 1, and that will reveal this, and I will now unlock this ability. This is simply add a new focus to your thing. So I'm going to put that somewhere off to the left here as a reminder that I have it, and I'm going to add a new blue focus token to that globe. So now when I rest, I have to draw 2 of those Fury cards. All right, so now what? I am out of modifiers, which sucks. I still have this. So I'm going to move forward and reveal a level 2 monster, which is this green guy here. And the nice thing about these, if I fight them, I can level up twice. But again, they need... Oof. Okay. Let's see. What do I want? Do I want to level something up in green twice? What scale would I go after next? I mean, this is tempting. Look at all that. Look at all that stamina I could have if I managed to get them off of here. Now, it's worth mentioning, when you level up off of a tile and there's an empty space here, you're just simply going to add it to this space. You can't hop over all the way up here. You have to first go here and then bring it up like so. Okay. Goodness gracious. I like this explosive potion, so maybe I go for blue. There's blue and green over here, and this is 4 and 2. So maybe I try and get the explosive token going. That might be good. I don't know. Part of me wants to think ahead to the next stage as well, but you know what? Let's go ahead. We'll fight these guys just to keep the video moving. And I still have this, even though I don't have modifiers right now. I can turn something into a 6. In fact, should I be fighting something that requires a 6? None of these monsters require 6. Yeah, well, I tried to be strategic. I really did. All right, well, let's fight these guys and hope for the best. 2 will go here, and I'm going to use my rage to turn a 3 into a 4, and that murders these guys. Okay, well, they're both dead. All right, so let's see what I'm going to do. I've got a green chest plate, which I'm going to get rid of and just level up something over here. If I bring this up, I get a red and a blue, and I think I might do that. Although this outnumbered is looking really good too. I'm going to go ahead and move that up by 1. And this guy is a sword. I don't have a sword yet. But here's the thing, I don't have a blue token or a wild yet to equip it. So I think I'm going to get rid of this as well to move something up the blue track on the level here. So what would I move up? Maybe just, maybe the explosion potion. Because I really would like to have this for endgame. I really would. But having a blue one here would allow me to start equipping blue items. Otherwise, I have to rely on these white ones for the blue. It's not terrible. Because this is going to come off anyway at some point, and I could use that as a blue item. You know what? Let's start working on this explosive potion, because having this extra die at the cost of a potion here would be awesome. Okay, so with that being said, I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and move on our next turn, and we have to reveal a level 2 monster, which is this guy. It's a blue one, and it's a 3 and a 5, and I'm out of rage, so I would prefer a green one so that I can get outnumbered going and then possibly move that up. So I think I'm going to fight this guy and attempt to beat him. He needs a 2 and a 5. Okay, so I'm going to fight him. It's risky because no rage. However, I do have this going for me. I can I can put 2 stamina on here to block his 2 damage. Yeah, I'm just going to do that as a half measure and hope for the best. 2, 3, and a 5. Oh, 2 and 5. That was perfect. We got him. Okay, so let's go ahead and just turn him in for a level up thingy. That means we get to move 2 of the green gems because on the upper right it says to level up twice. So we're going to go ahead and level up twice. And I'm going to move that outnumbered off here. And I'm going to move this white one up here for a blue item at some point in the future. And this is going to come off. I'm going to get a red and a blue. So red and blue. And I get outnumbered. Activate your rage if you do not have enough dice to kill all your foes. That's before a roll. Okay, so I'm thinking I have to have a bunch of enemies in front of me. So if I have like, if I have 2 level 2 enemies and I only have 3 dice, then I can then use this to activate my rage, which is interesting. But I would still like to have this for at least the end game. So outnumbered would go up here. Okay, so that's 3 of these that I've done, and I needed 3 in order to complete this achievement. So this will come off, and I'll get to use it for endgame. Okay, so what next? Let's go ahead and move one more time. We've reached the end. We're going to take some monsters. We have to add a monster first. This is a red one. And what do? I kind of want more blue so I can get... Well, I need weapons at this point, I think. The inability to modify dice is really bothering me. I could take these 2. I could, yeah. This is the only sword on the table right now, so I think I take this. Although here's the thing. During the treasure step, which is actually when I take demons to add to my area, I can also treasure chest it because I'm on the last space. And treasure chest means I flip everything over and then take one as a prize. So maybe I'm going to flip over this, like when I flip everything over, maybe I just take that sword and add it over here rather than have to fight it. Maybe I do something else. Or do I take a level 2 item? That's another thing. I'm concerned about taking a level 2 helmet because I've got a helmet. Boots, I don't have well, I've got boots there. And again, I can always sell stuff for potions. Oh goodness, which pairing am I going to take? This is rough. Well, here's the thing. I need, for the last part, I need to equip... You know what? Before I can move on to the next board, I'm going to have to rest so I can equip this stuff and try and get that last achievement. I need this to be... Well, it has to be level 1 or level 2 that I can afford. Can I afford this here? Well, that's kind of silly. I'm going to have to equip this boot, which means it's going to have to be a sword. This is rough. Okay, let's... You know what? Let's fight the blue one and try and get explosive potion unlocked. And because I took that, I am now in the treasure step. I'm going to flip everything over and take what I think is good for me. Well, I'll take one. All right, so that's all of them. So out of all of these items, I'm going to pick one to add here. And I think it's going to be this green sword because I've got the gems for it, which is great. And I don't have, well, that's a crossbow, which is fine. -3, a 4, and a 5. That's much better than what I've got going on here. All right, so I'm going to take that, and now I'm going to fight this guy and hope to kill him. And if not, I'm going to have to rest. So, okay. It's a 4, a 1, and a 6. Everything but a 3 and a 5. So that means I'm going to take 2 damage. So I'm going to use my block to block that 2 damage. And now I've got a choice to make. I think I'm going to rest first, which is going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, 4 of these Fury cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over here to the final boss area. These are still nothing to worry about yet, but I don't like going through those cards so quickly. So I'm going to rest, and I'm going to refresh everything. But the cool thing is, oh wait, not that. That's a gem. The cool thing is, now I have the ability to equip these weapons, which will definitely help me out modify. Because I had unassigned dice on this, this should flip over to rage side. And yeah, what was this? 1s to 6s. Oh, before your roll, activate if, yeah, I was not outnumbered with that. Okay, so I'm going to equip these 2. Boots go down here, and I need a green gem for that. And this doesn't matter. This is a +1, this is a +2. I'm going to be equipping a -3 and a 4. And, okay, I'm going to go ahead and cover this +1 spot. Maybe, I'll keep the +1, you never know. Okay, so I'm going to put that there and put this green gem on top of that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fight this guy again. And hopefully with these new modifiers, I should be able to take him out. A 3. And good thing I kept that +1, although I can just change a die into a 5, which one is better? I don't know. I feel like the +1, -1 is a bit more flexible, whereas this is just a 5. So I'm going to go ahead and put a blue focus here to turn this into a 5. And now I've defeated him. Okay, so with that said, what am I going to do with him? I could flip him over and have him for equipment, or do I start moving things up? I think I'm going to actually just, discard him. I didn't mean to look at it. I was going to discard him and move these 2 up like that. That reveals this explosive potion, so that before I roll, you may discard a potion to set this die to any number and use it in the fight. Okay, so I'm going to put that over here, and this guy goes on top of it like that. Okay, and now we move on. With the move action, we move on to the next board, so I'm going to have to set that up off camera. All right, so I've added the Act 3 board, which is appropriate in this particular solo game. And I've also added the next die that I can unlock. There is a token that actually fits over the art here, like so. And once I get to this spot, I'll unlock my 4th die. I've already dealt a pair of level 1 and level 2 monsters. There's 5 of them, so there's pair here, pair, 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 and pair. And now I get to choose what to do. When I take the move action and land here, I have to finish out that move action. And that move action is to take demons. So what pairing do I want to go up against next? I really want this diamond slot, but I don't see that anywhere. Maybe a weapon for this over here. There is a green one over here. There's a red one over here. I think maybe I take this pairing. 3, 3, and 5. It's going to be kind of tough, but I'm hoping that I can keep this as equipment and maybe use that red to start moving this up so I can equip that in the future. Okay, so let's go ahead and fight these guys. So I need a 3, and a 5. Well, let's see how that goes. And I've got some block, so it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, there's 2 3s. That's a beautiful thing. And what's cool is Poison Blade. what I can do is you can set 1s to 6s and 6s to 1s. I'm going to swap this into a 6 from 1 to 6, and then I'm going to use the -1 ability over here to bring that into a 5, and boom, both of these guys are dead. Beautiful. Okay, so these dice come off, and as I said, I was going to use this as level up, so that level 1 goes away, and I can do 1 gem in that direction. Getting a potion bag, I don't know. I kind of want more stamina just by taking that, but it's going to be easier to get this than this. That being said, oh, one thing I forgot to do in the last round, did I have enough equipment to get this achievement? The answer is yes. I had a level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. So I had enough equipment to unlock this, and that goes here. Otherwise, that would have been cleared off, and I would not have gotten those. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying, which I completely forgot. I need, for my next set of achievements, to unlock 5 skills. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, I need gems up here. I need, well, not up here only. I need them unlocked, I guess is what I'm saying. I've got 2 red, 2 green. So I need to really push red and green, one red and 1 green up here to get this achievement. So I need to get more red and more green up here. And then as far as the equipment goes, I think I'll just get that over time passively. So I think with my 1 mana, I'm going to push this forward up by 1 with the intent of trying to start getting more red up there and maybe unlock this. Okay, and then this guy here, who we beat, we're going to keep this as an equipment card. Let's see what it is, because we've got this spot over here. It is a sword. It does a +1 or a -1, a +2 or -2, and it needs 2 red gems to equip. But we have it here, but I'd rather not use this if I can help it, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's go ahead and move forward. And now it says to reveal a level 3 monster. So we're going to, I didn't see that, I swear. 3, 5, and 5. It is 4 damage. Ooh, 4 damage. If I don't beat him. If I take him, that is. Do I need him? The ability to move a 3. I'd like to move a green up by 2. I really would. So like this. This blue one, This green-red is tempting because both of them would allow me to push red forward and green forward. But I kind of wanted the level 2 green because I want to move this forward twice. That would be better for me. So I kind of wanted these two. Okay. Oh, man. You know what? Let's do... Okay, what are the numbers on these? 2, 2, and 4. Well, I've got a 4 here. Okay, let's go ahead and take these. And I will go ahead and fight them on my next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and take some dice and roll them. And it is a 3, 3, and a 6. Unfortunately, that was awful, man. That was just awful. I can actually... this -3 here does not get me to a 2 or a 4. I can turn something into a 4 just by doing this. And I think I will defeat this one over here. Oh no, it has to be a 4. So I'm going to put my 3 here to become a 4. And now I need to get 2s somehow, but I have no way of doing that. So I'm going to take 3 damage. That's nasty. But I've got 2 here. So I'm just going to... Oh, I have this. I'm going to... yeah, I'm going to use that and wipe this guy out completely so I don't have to block as much damage. So I'm going to turn this 3 into a 2. And that kills him. But I still have 1 damage to deal with, but that's not as bad. I'm going to use 1 stamina to cover up this shield down here. And it's 1 damage, 1 block, nothing to worry about. Okay, so... yeah, could I have turned that 6 into a 1 somehow and pushed that up? I don't think it's... So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to, I think, just increase green by 2 because this is a level 2 monster. So I'm going to go 1, 2. All right, and that gives me 1, 2. I needed one more red to get 3 red, and I've got 1, 2, 3 green out here. So I'm close to completing that particular achievement, which is good. And all I need is another piece of equipment. I need, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5 equipment. That's actually enough to earn myself the next achievement here, right there. So I'm just going to take that for later. I didn't realize I had done that already. Okay. Well, that's good for me. And do I stay here and fight this guy? I had unassigned dice, didn't I? And this guy's still alive, so that flips over. I'm going to go ahead and roll these because there's no reason why I shouldn't. I still have a block here if I need it. I just need a 2. There's a 1 and 6. Are you kidding me? Those are the worst. I can flip these from 6s to 1s all I want, but nothing's going to happen. Oh, man. -3 to 3, and then there's no way. Okay, so I have to use this. Yeah, I'm going to have to use this rage and turn this 6 into a 2, because I don't think I can modify that any other way. And it sucks that I have to use this on this, but I have no choice. So with this, I'm going to up one of my blue tokens. I'm going to push that up here just to have it there for later, in case I get more blue equipment in the future that I need to equip. Okay, because Secret Stash might actually give me some really powerful equipment that I could possibly use. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next step. This actually unlocks my next die, which is great. I'm going to need it. And I have to put another level 3 on the table, which is this honkin' monster here. 4, 4, and 6. Level 3. Okay, well, what are we doing now? We've got 4 dice. I have a way to block 3 damage, so I really don't want to add something to the table that's going to do 4 more damage, although I have this as well. This is a 4, 4, and 6. This monster is actually not looking too bad to me, but that would replace this if I take it as equipment. I'm not going to take it as equipment. I think this is tough. This is really tough. I need I need 7. Oh, you know what? I think I made a mistake on that. This is not completed. This is skills. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, I did. My bad. I was counting these. I need 7 levels worth of gear to unlock that, but I still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is still technically unlocked. I just, for the wrong reasons, noted that. Okay. Like I said, folks, I make mistakes typically every video I make. All right. So what was I doing? I was going to take a monster. Which one? I definitely want a red one so I can push this up and finish that achievement. But what skill do I want? You can use your potions even after you roll the dice. Extra potion would be nice. It would. Although this extra stamina looks really good. Immediately draw level 3. Yeah. You know what? I kind of want this one. So I'm gonna go all in with this guy. And I'm gonna go ahead and fight him with 4 dice and hope that. Now I could move forward and take more, and then because I'm outnumbered, I can activate my rage. But I really don't want to be outnumbered when I don't have a whole lot of modifiers. All right, so let's go ahead and do this and hope for the best. Okay, so I got a 6, and I've got a 1, 6, and a 5. So can I turn any of these into a 4? Doesn't look like it. 1, 5, 6. I can subtract one of these by 3. But what would that do? That brings it down to 3. I don't have a +1 anywhere else on here. Yeah, so I'm going to hit him for 1, unfortunately. And he's going to hit me for... Yeah, I'm going to hit him for 1, so I cover up his damage slot. And the other... he just hits me for 4. I've got 3 protection here and 1 protection here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. So that's 4 block. So here's the risk I take. If I roll again, I have no way to block the damage. Absolutely no way to block it. This does flip back over because I did not get it. So I would need to roll at least 1 4 in order to make this work. I'm very tempted to just rest here and equip this sword that I have so that, man, or do I keep going? I don't want to take 4 damage. That's such a risk. This -3 is useless, and this 6 is useless for purposes of getting a 4. Those 4s are awful. Yeah, I feel like playing it safe and equipping this. Okay, so I am going to rest. And I'm going to add these 2 back, these 2 back. That goes back, that goes back, that goes back. Okay, and I think that's it for focus and that. Equip items. Well, we've got this, which is great. I'm going to use a red and a white for these. That gives me a little bit more leeway now with cards like that. And next, buy potions. I don't have any. Check achievements. Achievements are something I guess I should have done before, but I forgot. So, or I should have done the achievements now. Actually, no, I can check achievements when I fight as well. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I can check achievements here and here, although it looks like gear is only checked here, which makes sense because you can only equip it there. So the question is, did I complete the whole gear thing? Do I have 7? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do. So I completed this achievement over here. All right, and now I just need to get this red one up there. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to fight. I've gotten more leniency now, more leeway. And I just needed 4s, and he's stupid. Well, I've got that rage I can use, so. And I've got a 4-1 here as well. So I'm going to turn this 1 into a 4 with this spot here with a blue. And I'm going to do a -2 with this 6 here to turn this 6 into a 4. And I have to put a, I'm going to put a, I'm going to put a blue one on that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, yeah, it's fine. I'm going to put a blue one on that. Okay. And that defeats him, but it took everything I had. I could have used rage, I suppose, but I kind of wanted to keep that for an emergency. Okay, so this damage comes off, and now what do I do with him? I could replace that, but I feel like I need to move that red. So I'm going to level up red 3 times with this guy. And, wow, all right, so let's go ahead and do 1, and then maybe 2, 3. But what am I going to do with all of that stamina? Would it be good to have some in reserve? Oh, this potion bag. Gain 1 potion. This card offers a permanent potion slot. That could be really useful for the end of the game when I need to like pop a bunch of those explosive things to make things work with this explosive potion. So having an extra potion on hand for that end game would really be helpful. But do I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 red slots, and then possibly more purple ones there. This would be nice, it really would, but I think I need to, I think I need the potion bag. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and then one more, actually one more up, 3. Okay, and that is that, I believe. Okay, so this unlocks the potion bag. Gain 1 potion. This card offers a permanent potion slot. Okay, so this potion bag goes somewhere. Probably here. Yep, and I'm going to add a potion. Now, does it say which one? I guess I can pick which one I like. I already have a red, so I'm going to take a blue one in case I need blue. Okay, and I think that's all she wrote. Okay, so I've got 4 dice, And I'm going to move on to the next step here. I'm going to take that token off. And I have to reveal another level 3 monster. Okay. I really need this. Nothing is coming up, so that's... All right, things are getting nitty-gritty. Let's go ahead and take, I think, these guys. Because I kind of want to level up the secret stash and try and get a level 3 item before game's end. But I have to also work toward getting 3 gems of the same color, or at least these wilds as well, so that I can, yeah... Because I can't put a level 3 item out here unless I've got the gems to pay for it. So I have to push these up somehow. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to play these 2. And if I beat this guy, I'll level up twice. And a quick correction, this diamond slot actually fits here rather than over here. So this is where my extra potion just went. Okay, and speaking of extra potions, I'm going to start, I think... working on getting potions by selling items, or just selling these equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and just take these and try and beat them. 3s and 6s. Since I can turn 6s into, or 1s into 6s, this shouldn't be too difficult. But hey, the way I've been rolling. Okay, there's a 6 and there's a 3. And now I need to turn 1 into a 6. Luckily, there is a spot here, which I will just blue gem that. Turn this into a 6, and boom, both of them are done. Beautiful, nice and simple. Okay, so I'm going to turn this one in for leveling up. So I'm going to do 1, 2 off of this, and I get a secret stash. If I can pick it up here without ruining things, that would be awesome. Okay, and it says draw 3 level 3 items. You may keep 1 and discard the rest. So I'm just going to put that... Yep, that goes there. So 3 level 3 items. 1, 2, 3. Well, unfortunately, the only one that we drew was this. I mean, I need a blue one, clearly. And unless I try and get more red and green pushed up here. Yeah, let's take a look at these. You know what? These slippers aren't half bad. That's a lot of protection on red. That's a 2 and a 5. Okay. Oh, is this a wild? That's kind of cool, but I kind of like my weapons. Okay, I think I'm going to replace my Windwalker slippers at some point with these level 1 ones. So this is going to come up here, and the rest of these are going to be discarded. So off they go. All right, and okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things unlocked. So do I check achievements now? Let's check. Under combat, actually, yeah, this would come up. I've got 7. So that's good. And I need 4 and 3 and 3, which I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That should come off. Great. So I keep that. And do I have 4 gems of each color unlocked? 1, 2, no. 1, 2, I do not have, no. So I don't think I have, I don't have this for sure. Do I have enough, do I have level 10 total worth of things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I don't think I'm going to get that either, to be honest with you. I would need another level 2 equipped somewhere. Once this comes on, this one will be -1. So anyway, with that being said, I think we push forward and reveal a level 3 boss, or monster rather. It's a red one. Oh boy, how do I deal with this? Okay, is there something I can do to help me complete the 4 gem achievement? I've got 3 red out here. I can get another red pushed up if I beat a red one. Can I get a 3rd color, maybe another green out there? 1, 2, 3. I'd have to beat a green. That's 1. I need a green that's 2 and a red that's 1, but I don't think there's anything like that. I'd have to like do it here. Yeah, I'd have to do that there, I think. Okay. Oh, what about this guy? Did I not kill him? Or did I think I beat him and forgot to take Yeah, I must have beaten him and forgot to take that. Okay, I'm going to discard that. Okay, yeah, that was a 6. Okay, let's see. Which one do I take? I don't think I'm going to get those last 2 achievements, to be honest with you. I don't think it's possible. There's no way for me to get 10 levels worth of equipment. You count the gems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even if I equip this 3 here, I have to replace this one, so that's 9. I'm not going to be able to do it. And then the other one with the 4 gems, I could do red and green, but I don't have the monsters out here to do it right now. So in that case, maybe I concentrate on potions. Just take a bunch of potions so I can set myself up for those explosive dice later on during the final fight. So maybe I take the easy ones and then just sell both of these for potions. I think I'm going to do that. So this is a 3, 2, and a 5. I'm going to hope that that's doable. Okay. Yeah. So I keep knocking stuff off. That's 3, 2, and all I need is a 5. I'm going to turn that. Yeah, I'm just going to turn this into a 5, and boom, these are dead. Awesome. I could take them as equipment rather than push these up because I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be able to get these off in time. So maybe I keep them as equipment and just try and get as many potions as possible. So I'm just going to keep them as equipment, and I plan to sell them later, unless they're really good, but I don't. It's a level 2 chest piece. Maybe that's something to think about. I'd have to get a red up there, though. That's actually better than what I have. I don't know. I'll keep it in the back of my mind for later. Okay, we move up 1. We draw a level 1 and a level 2 this time. And these come out. Goodness. Okay, so when I take monsters, I then take a treasure. So if I take a treasure, what treasure would I want? Preferably something that I can afford to place when I rest. These are spoken for this. I've got a red and a green here, which is interesting. I'm thinking I'm allowed to use existing ones, these here, and add to them. Like, I don't think I have to throw these away. I think I just have to add these to the new card that I'm upgrading. So I'm going to assume that. I could be wrong. But what would I take? It would have to be like a level 2 or like a level 1 level up. This is rough. This really is rough. Yeah. Let's do... I kind of want to do these 2 for the simple fact that I can turn these more... I can do more potions. I've got 3 potion slots and maybe equip that one. But then I need red. I need a red one. And the only red one is here. Maybe I take... Oh, this is so confusing. I don't know what I want to do. Alright, I'm going to try and keep the video moving here. So I think it's probably going to be a mistake. Maybe I focus on potions. And... No. Alright, I think I have to fight this guy. Reason being, if I can get red up there, I can then take... I could then possibly equip that one. Possibly. I won't get my full array of potions, but yeah. Alright, let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to fight this guy. It's a 2, 5, and a 6. While I'm here, though, I have to finish out my turn. So for the move, I moved up, I took monsters, and now I reveal all of these and then take 1. Here's the thing. Well, do I want the slippers or maybe take this instead? This is more defense than the slippers. A lot more defense. So do I want to play a defensive game or do I want to modify dice? That's going to be the big thing. This hat is also quite big. Look how defensive that is. But I need 3. I can't equip it though because I don't have 3 green. So I would have to pick an item that I can afford to equip. Okay, I can afford this. And I don't think I can do any of these. No matter what I pick, maybe a green one. Maybe I can do a green one. If I take the green one, I could overwrite that and get an extra stamina out of it, right? Because I have green. So I'll take this one as my reward. We'll figure this out later, right? We'll figure this out later. Okay, and I guess now we'll fight. So we're gonna fight these guys. 4, 6, 5. Well, there's the 5 and there's the 6. With the 4 and the 5, can we make that a 2 in any way? Yes, we can. Our -3, 5 to 2. Boom, done. Okay, so he's dead. And I could keep this as a reward, like try and like it's just it'd be a sword. Or I can move red up. How many cards are left in the Fury? 1, 2, I've got plenty, okay. So that's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I've got enough. You're forced to do a final rest at the end when you're about to face the boss. So I just want to make sure I haven't. If I unlock this one, I'll have enough. So I think I'm going to spend this to move those up like so. So I'm going to get rid of those. And 1, 2, 3. Or did I miscalculate that? This is what? 2 red. I need 2 red for that, and that's a chest. Okay, I have 1 red there, and I'll just okay. I think that's okay. Okay, I think I'm good there. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do that and take this. This gives me 2 extra stamina for when I need it. Okay, wow, that's crazy. And now I have to rest, I think. Am I doing this out of order? I might be. Check achievements. Treasure chest, we did that. It doesn't say, actually, let me check my phone. At the end of each act, you must remove certain achievements. After opening the chest in Act 3, remove any tiles. Oh, so you are not allowed to equip stuff first? That's stupid. Well, I guess then I lose these automatically. Quick correction on that last part. So I was reading the rules wrong. I do not clear these off right away. This is what happens when you film at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. Actually, it's 11:45. Yeah, 11:45. I was reading the second line. After opening the chest in Act 3, remove the line or any achievement tiles left in the second row. Well, I forgot there was a line after that. After a brief respite in Act 5, remove any tiles left in the third row, which is what we're on. So the way Act 5 works is as follows. This is sort of like you're setting up for the final boss. You set up a number of monsters, which I've already done. There's level 2s and level 3 pairings here, and I just have to pick one of them to fight. And then we move on to all of this other gobbledygook. Some of this we skip because it's a solo game, but then we get down to a brief respite, and this is where we would look to see whether or not we've completed those achievements. So let's go ahead and see if I can possibly earn 1 or 2 of those achievements. All right, we'll try. So I have to pick something out of here. And I would like to get red and green pushed up so that I can possibly just complete this 4 and 4 pairing. That would be cool. I still have all of this to deal with when I rest, but we'll do that at a later date. I kind of like these here. And I mean, the red and the green, I think, is where I want to push. So it's either going to be this or this. And a level 3 weapon wouldn't be bad to replace. That's a level 3 chest, but I've got a level... Okay, I think I'm going to go with these weapons here. I don't know if they're going to be better than what I have, but we'll see. All right, so we've got 1, 4, 6, and 2 and 6. And you also get a 5th die in the 5th act. So now we've got 5 dice with possibility of getting our explosive potion in there at some point. So let's see how this plays out. We've got a 4, 3, 2, 6. Nice little large straight. 2. Got a 6 to beat that one. We've got a 4, but now 1s and 6s. How are we going to deal with that? 1s and 6s. I have a rage that I could use. I have a +1, -1 over here that I can push this into a 6, like so, but that still leaves me with this nasty 1. I could use my rage, which I probably will do, to change this into a 1, and that will defeat all of them without having, yeah. Okay, so these are dead and these are dead. So the question now is, how do I do this? This is a 3 level up and this is a 2 level up, or do I take them as equipment? I don't know. Again, I feel like I need to just push green and red up so that I could possibly get that one achievement. I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do, 2 red, 1, 2, and then I'm going to do green, 1, 2, 3, like so. And that pushes this here and this here. I'm going to check for my achievements. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 out, 5. I've got 5 red, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 green. Well, I just needed 4 and 4 there to satisfy this. So I get this achievement. And the other thing I'm not sure if I get yet. I'm going to have to reread this rule here. Remove any tile after a brief respite. Okay, so after I do a rest, then I can see if I gain any of these last achievements. Okay, speaking of which, these are good. These are dead, and I've discarded them. The rest of these monsters are not going to hang around. They just automatically get discarded, so I'm going to now set up for the final battle. All right, so now we're on to that whole brief respite thing. This is the final rest that we get before we have to face the final boss. Now, this will not affect rage, unfortunately. We'll have to try and get that back at a later time. I have a feeling we will be outnumbered, so that will kick in. But let's get to the whole rest thing first, and then go from there. We're going to restore our stamina and our focus. I still like to call it mana. It's a bad habit, I guess. So that is done. I don't think there's anything else on these spaces. Okay, next we equip items. So this is going to get a little dicey. So this is going to come up here, and we're going to remove this one. And I'm going to assume that when we replace, we could possibly sell it. I could look at the rulebook, but it's, again, midnight at this point. I just want to get this video done. Sorry, guys. I'm just being real here. So I have to pay 3 blue. So I'm going to pay 2 blue and a wild to equip that, which is an upgrade, considerable upgrade. I get double defense on the one spot where I only had 1 before. And plus, I have a 2 and a 5 on that, which is great. So that's just going to go up here for the moment. I've got these other ones too that I could equip, but do I want to? I could put this here in its place and get an extra stamina out of it. A red and a blue versus a blue. So I could do that. I'm going to sell this for a potion for sure. So I'm just going to take a red potion. No, let's do blue, because I might need to reuse some of these numbers. So I'm going to take a blue potion for selling this here. And this chest plate, I think I'm going to equip that. So that's going to go here, and that goes back, and I'm going to use one of these, and I've equipped that, and I've got this extra one. This green one, I'm going to put in this place here. This white, whether I use 2 green or just replace it like that, it still works out. So this is going to go away. And that leaves me with, yeah, I'm just going to, I've got all those extra things. I'm wondering, do I get to sell them for potions? I don't know. I'm going to assume that I can, but then I'll just, later if I end up winning, or if it comes down to a single potion in the end game, I'll go ahead and, like, you know, do what I need to do. No, I thought I had more potions over here. In case you're curious, here's the box insert. I thought I had potions. There we go. I think I want blue ones. Although maybe another red would be very helpful. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we've done our rest. We've equipped our items. We bought some potions. Check achievements. Do we have 10 levels worth of equipment? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do 11. So I'm going to take that. So we've now gotten every single achievement from this board, which is really awesome. Another thing that we had to do is add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Fury cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and I hope that I didn't miss a rest somewhere in there. I don't think I did, but these are all of the Fury cards. And what you're supposed to do at this point, if you had started like digging into this, like let's say these were all gone and you had to keep dealing cards to yourself, these would start popping up over here. You would form the cathedral to start 2 cards. So if these were here in this deck, I'd deal 2 cards to myself, and I'd have to deal with them now before I even fight the boss. And then I'd start forming a pyramid here of these cards, and I would have to turn them over and deal with their effects, which is not, yeah, there's actually a reverse side to these cards. But we only have these cards. We didn't rest enough to warrant extra nastiness coming from the boss here. So I'm just going to sort of ignore this board and focus on setting this up. Okay, so I've set up for the final battle. You're going to deal 5 of these cards like so, like this, face up so you can see their values. And then 4 of those other Fury cards face down in between. You only reveal them when you get to that spot. The reverse side has some nastiness on them and also some dice to clear out. Normally, like I said, if you had extra cards by resting too much, you would also have to deal with those in between rounds, but we have none to deal with, so we're not going to worry about that. All right, so let's just hope for the best and see if we can get through this gauntlet. For every card that is face up, it's going to do damage. So this is going to do 2 damage, and this is going to 2. So I need to get through this as quickly as possible and block as much as possible. Luckily, I still have these achievements that I got. So I'm going to sort of lay them out up here. These are a one-time use. So, oh boy. Great. Well, this and this is just extra stamina, is it not? And focus. So I'll just take 1 of each. Fine. A lot of modifiers. I've got 2 shields. Okay. We'll have to use this as we see fit. Okay, so we're going to deal with this. This is a 2 and a 5. We start on this space and work left to right. We cannot assign dice to other cards until we actually get to them. So here we go. We have a 2 and a 5. So we've completed that card. We're going to move on to the next one, flip it over, and deal with it. We only get affected by this once. Reroll any 3s if you have any, or take a heart damage. I don't have any 3s, so that does not affect me at all. But I still need to get 3s somehow, and that's going to do 3 damage to me unless I figure this out. I've got 6s and 1s. I'm going to do a 6 and turn that into a 3 with this one. And yeah, that turns into a 3, which is great. That. And I need 1 more 3 out of this 5 and 6. This +2, -2. I'm just going to use this -2 up here because it's less powerful. And just toss that and turn this 5 into, although, then what about this? See, I have a 5. Do I really want to do that? Boy. Do I have another -3 somewhere? I don't. All right, I'll just go, yeah, -2 and do that. So I have a 3 here. All right, and we move on to this card. It's a 1 and a 5. We don't have enough dice to deal with this. One thing I should have done, actually, activate your rage if you do not have enough dice to kill all of your foes. I was reading somewhere, I think it was here, count hit locations, if that number, okay, on all Demon Lord cards ahead of it. So I can Yeah, I don't have enough dice, so this gets flipped up. So what I could do is instead of using this 6, well, I may want to keep that. That's a -1. Well, I could turn this -1 and do this. Oh, no. Better yet. I've got turn 6 into a 1. That skill. The Poison Blade. So 6 becomes a 1, and I'll put that there. So these do enough here. Now, I could use my Explosive Potion and blow this up. But here's the thing. If we flip this card, and it does 3 damage to me, that's going to be worse than if I just stay here and do 2 damage. These face-down cards do not do damage to me until I reveal them. So maybe I stay here and not use my Explosive Potion for right now. But I can only use this 1 time. Okay, let's stay here in the event that... although, that's so... Assuming this is 3, 5, 7, 9 damage. Can I block 9 damage? 4, 2, that's 6, 7. I don't have a whole lot of blocking. I don't think I can... Well, I've got these. Ooh, boy. That isn't it. All right. I think I'm going to stay here and not use my Explosive Potion. I may have to reuse some of these spots as well. Okay, so let's do that. Let's just stay where we're at, and we'll take 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. I'm going to block 4 of it here, and 2 of it down here. I'm up to 6. And I'm going to remove... Is there a 2 spot? No. I'm going to do these 2 to make it 8. So 2 armors gone. All right, so we're blowing through those achievements very fast. But we've blocked all that damage. So now we get to go again. Now here's the thing, like I said, oh, not these. This is damaged, so I'm going to put that here. And yeah, I think we're good. All right, moving on. Maybe there was a better way to do that. I'm not sure, but 6, 6, 5, 5, and 1. Well, there's a 5. So we're going to do that there and move on to the next card, which is corrupt 1 ability space or lose a health. Great. Which ability space would I want to corrupt? I mean, get rid of it permanently. Maybe that 1 block up there? I mean, it's not doing anything. Or do I just take a health? I could just take a health. Maybe I'll just take a health because I think I'm going to need all of that. So I'll take a health, and now I got to deal with 4, 5, and 6. I've got 6 and I've got 5, but now I need a 4. I will have... I'm going to use this because... Yeah, because I still feel like I'm going to be outnumbered, and I can flip that later. So I'm going to use my rage to turn this into... No, I don't think it matters. Yeah, I'm going to turn this into a 4. And that defeats this card. We move on to that card, and I assign a 1 there. And I'm going to... I might as well start using my Explosive Potions. I'm going to discard a Stamina Potion and use this as a 6. It's just temporary. It only lasts for this round. But I'm going to use that as a 6 to defeat that card and move on to the next one. Use your rage effect... Use your rage with no effect, or take a health. Well, I'm going to use it. Use your rage effect. Well, I wonder if that means I have to lose a health because it's technically exhausted. I think I'll be nice and take the damage because I'm not sure how to interpret that. It says just use your rage with no effect. Well, it's already exhausted, so if I can't use my rage because it's exhausted, I'll have to take the health damage. Okay, but that's 3, 5, 7. 7 damage. That's what I was afraid of. So that is bad. So that I can block 1 and 2, and that's it. There's no other way to block that? I guess not. Okay, well, I take 5 damage, so I am down to 3. Which is bad. I think I need to pop some potions to get my life back up. I think my problem with this game is I have a lot of dice mitigation, but not enough defense. Oh man, that's bad. Okay, well, we're going to take these dice back. The silver one comes back here. Will I be able to defeat him this turn? I don't think so. I'm going to pop... my goal is to take these two out and then not move on and only take 2 damage. And I'm going to have to pop a potion and reveal like a 2-1. Is there a 2-er? There's one here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a potion before I roll. And I'm going to pop this red potion here. And that's going to get me this one back, which is a double shield. So I can use it again later if I need to. My goal is I need to defeat these in one go. I am still outnumbered. There's 6 dice showing, and I only have 5 dice, so that flips back over. I'm hoping that I can get a 2, 5, 4, and 6 out of this. If I can't, I'm in trouble. This 4 I can do here. This 5 I can do here. This 6 I can do here, and I just need a 2. I could do all of them, actually. By assigning all of these focuses, I could do that. So I don't think it's any risk for me to pop any more potions at this point. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Okay, so there's the 2, and there's the 5. We move on. We have 3, 3, and 1. So I'm going to use my Poison Blade to turn a 1 into a 6. And now I just need a 4. I've got a +1, but I want to save that for later because there's no 4 over here. So I'm going to put a focus here on the 4 to change this 3 into a 4. And that's it. I don't think I want to advance any more than that. I still have dice, but I do not want to move on to this card and reveal it and suffer more damage than I can handle. Speaking of which, I'm going to take 2 damage. So, yeah, 2 damage, nasty. So I have this space, which I'll cover up. It's 2 damage, 2 block, great. Now here's the thing. Do I pop another? I've got more potions here. I feel like I need to use my red potion and clear this space again in case I need it, which I'm going to do. 2 more defense in case I somehow can't get whatever this is. This could be bad. Okay, so I'm going to, I'm just going to move forward. And the thing is, let's see. Only modified dice can be placed on this card this fight or lose a health. I'm just going to lose the health because what if I roll well? You know? So we're moving here. We need 4 of those. We've got our rage. Okay, so 2, 4, 3, 6. We've got oh, we're not there yet. 2 can be put there. We need a 4. And, okay, so we've got a 2, which I can turn into a 4 with this +2 here. So I'm going to do that. So that's going to be +2 is 4. So we're done with that one. We move on here. 3 and 6. We've got a 6. And we're going to add a -2 to this 5. And we have done it. Whew. Okay, so we've defeated the big bad boss man with a little bit to spare. Now keep in mind, like I said, I may have gotten a roll wrong or two. When we did play on the easy difficulty setting, normally on a harder mode, we would probably have some cards over here that we would have to deal with. You know, like more of these cards, pretty much. More of these cards would come up and do bad things to us. So there's quite a bit of them, and I don't know how people can... I'm sure there's a meta to this. This is my second time actually playing this game, the first time playing solo. I gotta say, I really enjoy this one. It's a shame that the rules didn't come in the game. Like I wonder if the single player was created after the fact. I don't know when the copyright or the publishing date on this was, but anyway, it is 12:10 a.m. I'm gonna call it here. I enjoyed the solo mode of Sanctum. I enjoy this game as a whole. I love the RPG mechanic. I love using these gems over here to spend over here to then get new dice slots. There's so many different ways you can build your character. You can focus on defense. You can turn dice into other dice. You can add +1, -1 modifiers. Or you can just add more stamina and more focus to help you out. And these achievements are cool too. I love that. So like all in all, like this game has a bit of a learning curve. But once you like play it a couple of times, I think, and get the hang of it, it's really enjoyable. And plus, there's 3 other characters that have their own unique skill set. So maybe I'll play solo again at some point in the future and try one of them out. Well, folks, I think that's it for me. I am literally, figuratively pooped. Sanctum, if you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.